we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna repot this large whalefin snake plant that I've had for about 3 years. And I wanna show you what's been going on with it. Bring you guys close up. You see how it's starting to lift off the pot? If I turn it around, there's a big gap that we have. It's pretty much ready to just pull up. The plant is pushing out of the pot. So I'm gonna have to take it out, repot it. We're gonna see what's going on. I get the feeling it's trying to push out another growth. This leaf here is new. Oh, well, the newest. This is the original. It was a single cutting when I got it at Lowe's. So this already dried out. It no longer serves a purpose. But you can see the big tubular bulbs here that store water. So we're gonna see what's going on. I'm hoping to see if we can find another new growth, but I'm gonna keep it all together. And we're gonna move it into a larger pot. This one here. It's just a regular pot I had found at Home Depot from a previous plant. And we're gonna put it in my own mix of, it's got coco coir, big pieces of bark. There's some pumice in there and 10-10-10 fertilizer because coco coir does not have any natural nutrients. So we're gonna go ahead and just take care of that. So I'm gonna do it here in the ground. I'm just gonna lift her up because obviously, you see what's happening? That's a new baby right there. It's trying to push up the pot. So, and this soil has been very chunky. It's been great. That's a whole new rhizome. It's insane. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this babe a new wider pot, the opportunity to kind of hit an edge. Because what they do, what snake plants do is they'll find the edge of like a pot, they'll hit it, and then they'll push up for growth. In this case, this whole thing has gotten so big that it's seeking somewhere it can throw its roots. Now, I'm debating if I should maybe move it into an even bigger pot because this, I can just set it in here like this, but I can feel the rhizome hitting and we still have a lip. So I need to find a deeper pot. I think this one's more fitting. It's definitely taller. It's about the same width as the other pot because of this section here where the lip is. I'm not gonna consider this part right here as part of the width of the pot, just this here. So I'm gonna start filling in the bottom and I'm just gonna kind of loosen up the edges of the plant and then put her in. These are very easy to repot. It's not that difficult. The reason why I have this large bark is snake plants are used to a very well draining mix, and the coco coir mixed in. Just gonna loosen up the sides. You see all the roots are doing well. The plant is healthy. I'm just gonna lightly loosen it. I'm not gonna take all of the soil off to not really disturb the pot. I'm just gonna set her in. I found it interesting that she was very tilted when I got her. I'm just gonna fill her in. Like that. And then when I water her, it'll settle. I may need to make more mix. Looks like I will. Need to make more mix for sure. Oh yeah. We're gonna need to add more mix in here. Because you can see there's a big gap right here. And I wanna make sure that we have the soil just above where the original soil line is. All right, I got another batch here. And if you guys are curious about where I got this bark, I'll put the link in the description for you guys. It's the large size bark from this manufacturer I like that makes for different types of plants. But we're just gonna finish filling in the soil. Have you guys see me do it here. Just like that. We don't have to really pack it in. Again, snake plants kind of like loose, sandy soil. So the cocoa with the large bark is definitely going to give it the opportunity to have large air gaps, because we also want to make sure this mix dries out properly. So I'm gonna give her a good water. I do believe this will settle a bit, but not a lot, because the bark is adding bulk so that the cocoa won't compress. And remember, every time you repot a plant, you want to make sure that you really let that water drain through as much as possible, because there may be some gaps that I missed and the soil, the cocoa will fill in, but this will really help. I'll probably top it off a little more. As we can see some exposure at the top of these roots. I'm gonna pick it up, look for drainage. Let this really settle through. Let the roots really find moisture. And I probably won't water this plant for like a month or so, because we wanna make sure that it stays good. I'm just gonna top it off with this leftover mix from the oat mixture, just to cover the top layer of roots. It's not gonna be an issue. It's mainly bark. You guys can see in perlite. That's perfectly safe. And I'm just gonna put her back where she was. And I'm just gonna let it drain really well. The plant was living on the east facing part of my home. She gets morning direct sun for a few hours. After that, she gets a good view of the sky. All right, guys, thanks for watching this quick repot. Beautiful, isn't she?